Hello, everybody, even though there's nobody here. Happy Sunday evening.
I got the message.
Hmm?
I got the message. So it is not a time.
Can you get rid of that?
Aguanta ahorita que
You
entre.
haven't loaded any pictures.
Ahorita que entre. No, pues ahorita que entre. Mira, ahí está. Ya. Ya ves entró.
But you don't have any pictures up there.
Aguanta.
You think as many times. I'll change it to live chat over
Dame
there.
un minuto, por favor.
That was supposed to already be done.
Ahí está.
Oh my God, Stray Bullet is first. Wow. Haven't seen that before. How you doing, Stray Bullet? I'm hearing an echo.
Yeah.
You are first.
Hey, Stray Bullet.
And we can even see you. We couldn't see you until she put it on live chat. Where is everybody tonight? There was no Tony live, so everybody's on Jamie's.
Probably.
And at least the white cat's outside, so we're not going to hear him crying.
Aww.
If he hears us outside the window, he'll run in. He'll come down off the roof and come in here just in case.
Go covering your cuttings.
He finally made it. He's so proud. Stray Bullet. You're all by yourself, Stray Bullet. You have all the space in the whole room.
You have the stage.
Yeah, you can dance all you want to. There's nobody here. Oh, I really should start numbering the cars that I put on the list instead of it going by. I can't.
What are you numbering? Why?
I can when I name the pictures
Mm-hmm.
to put them in the order that I find them, because then they'll jump around and jump around and jump around, and maybe it'll be more interesting that way instead of having all the newer stuff and then get to the old stuff and then work our way back up, because you never know what's gonna show up next.
Stray Bullet is in a bad mood as usual. Why are you in a bad mood?
Why are you in a bad mood? Because you have to work tomorrow?
I mean, I get it. I don't have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, but after that, we're leaving on a trip. We're leaving on a jet plane, maybe. Or we're leaving on a two-story bus. One or the other. Not sure which.
So I may not even, if we leave on the bus, it's gonna be at 7, which means I might not even get
7 or 8.
I might not even get into work.
Right.
That's bad.
Yeah. 7 or 8. I don't know what time the bus leaves. Oh, okay, that explains it. He just filled up his truck, and he has a very large truck with a very large engine.
At least your truck starts. Is that?
Yeah. My truck starts now. I charge the battery. The Durango is so hard on batteries. Jeez. I've replaced more batteries on that thing than anything on that truck. And the truck is, I mean, it's not like I use it a lot. I guess the heat would. You got to do something, Stray Bullet. If you're not working, why do you have to fill up your truck with gas? Where are you going that you use gas?
The mall.
I work from the house. Mrs. Spec works from the house. The truck is in front of the house the whole time. I don't know.
Why? You just saw it?
Once a week, we go to the local store with a 5-gallon bottle of water. We replace it and come back. That's about all the truck is used for, unless I deliver something to the border. I go have it checked out, and then I rent a trailer and head to the border.
So it is for a while. I'm worried about when you get E15. Where's E15?
Well, go watch Sweaty Fat Guy's channel, and he'll tell you all about that. He doesn't worry about it at all because he's been using ethanol for years, and has no effect on any of his vehicles at all. He's done 2 videos about it already. And not just superficial videos, he's showing the what it is and the everything.
I buy gas around once a month.
Well, then that's not so bad. I'm still working on the gas that I bought when we took the green Omega to the border. When was that?
Oh.
I don't remember when it was either. But when we took the green Omega to the border, that's the gas that's still in the truck. There's not much left.
It was.
But I haven't bought gas since then.
It was last year because I was telling that story on Juan Carlos' birthday, which was in November.
Things been sitting out there for 5 months without me putting gas in it.
Yep.
Huh. Hello, Thunderbird.
Hey, Thunderbird.
Good evening. My whole week is going to feel off because there was no live from Tony. Yeah, I asked Kathy about that. She said he was occupied. So, I'd wish they would give us a heads up of some kind, whether there's going to be or not. That would save my finger having to refresh the page every 2 minutes.
Triple says, it's hard on all of my garden equipment. I know that. Slimo's here.
Hello, Slimo.
Josh Holman is here.
Hey, Josh. I guess we went on early and they were waiting for 8:15.
Maybe.
So maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we'll just stare at the screen until 8:15. What?
You want to try?
No. He's trying to feed me grapes. I only like grape jelly in a jar.
You know how that sounded?
Yes. And the purple one.
Do you know how that sounded?
Yes, I do. And the purple one.
Oh, just trying to feed me grapes. How awful.
How awful, yes.
Oh, my lobster has too much butter in it.
Stray Bullet. I'm probably going to start removing the alcohol.
Dopa's Braden is here.
Hey, Braden.
Hey, Braden.
How are you tonight? Well, considering that I don't eat vegetables or fruits, yes, it's a bad thing.
You eat some vegetables and fruits. You just ate a banana. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and that's why I didn't eat one today. Stray Bullet. That's how I was able to get here first.
That was what it said from me and Faith.
Well, tell Faith hi from us, Braden.
Braden says we're good. Thunderbird says, drove the Thunderbird today feels crazy after working on the engine all winter.
Oh yeah, that's happened to me.
Believe yourself is here.
Hello, Believe. Except I have cars sitting in the backyard for 10 years at a time, so driving them after that. But even though Buff called them derelicts, they're not. I'm out there cleaning them all the time. I make sure they have air in the tires. They don't move, but...
What do you guys think about this? Because I was telling Mr. Spec, because we went out today and we were just cleaning the backyard, literally just cleaning, sweeping the floor and moving some things around. Nothing really related to the cars.
It's got to be nice.
But we were still cleaning the backyard. So I was telling Mr. Spec, you should do videos about this. You should be recording this. And he's like, but it's not car related. Why would I make a video? I said, yeah, but you still need to make more videos. You don't put enough videos of your day-to-day life.
I have to tell Nadia, so keep going.
So why not just make a video of your, this is what I do in a day, or join me while I clean my backyard, or anything. Like, you know what I mean? I think you should do it. Just another video to put out. Like, join me while I clean around my Chevy or whatever. I think it will be good. Wait.
I'm asking my niece if she can come and take care of the animals while we take off to go buy a truck. Sorry for not saying anything.
No, acknowledging it. I think it'll be a good video.
Hmm?
And I think,
you know how hard it is to sweep and pick up stuff in the backyard while you're holding a camera?
You know
all these guys know.
You know what you could do?
Hello, Uncle Duck.
We have right there a little present.
Uncle Duck's here.
Hi, Uncle Duck. we have right there a little present from Kathy and Uncle Tony.
Yes.
I can get a head mount for that, or a
Now,
chest mount.
now she wants me to put a GoPro on my head.
Yeah, why not?
To
You
clean up,
you
to
don't use it.
clean up the backyard. I don't want anybody to see that I leave leaves on the
You
ground.
don't
And
leave leaves. The tree drops them, and you have to clean them.
yes, but I don't clean all of them because it's my
Come here,
backyard.
baby.
I can decide what to clean and what not to clean.
Yeah, join me while I half-ass clean my backyard. That's a good title.
You know, YouTube gives me suggestions on what I can name videos and stuff. I think I'm going to take some of their suggestions and do a video step by step, the process of the purchase, the movement, the transport, everything to Nogales, and then also a different one to Veracruz.
I think you should like. I think you would like it.
I like grape jelly. That's it. Believe says, I told my son I didn't need his attitude today. He asked me when I needed it. That would be never. That would be never. Thunderbird says, helps a lot to hold the camera in your butt cheeks, frees up your hands. But but that's. Can you move the cursor?
No.
But that only records either what's behind me or to one side of me. Believe says, I got over my addiction to chocolate. Why the hell would you do that? Marshmallows and nuts. It wasn't easy. It was a rocky road. Yes, I remember that candy bar, and I remember the ice cream too. We had Baskin Robbins 31 flavors here. I remember saying to my buddy, I said, you know what we need here is a 31 flavors. So then it magically opened up, but it was only open for 2 or 3 years. Now there's a pizza place there, so I can't go in there.
Yeah.
Stephen Andrews, number 1, is here.
Hey, Stephen Andrews.
Hey, Stephen Andrews.
This is Depot Bay, Oregon. Depot.
Uncle Doug says, Jamie mentioned your project up there tonight. What project is that?
Oh,
the black dart?
Yep.
Not mine. It's his. I mean, it's not Jamie's. It's the client's. It originated here, but
it's a Mexican spec.
Yeah, Mexican spec. It's obvious it is. Not to the guy that I sold it to, but it's obvious to everybody else in the world. Stephen Andrews, Depot Bay, Oregon.
That's what I just read.
Depot.
Stephen Andrews is saying, hi, Mrs. and Mr.
Depot? What's Depot?
Uncle Doug, I don't know. That's what I just asked. Uncle Doug says the supply project, yes.
Oh, okay.
Will Trill is here.
Hello, Will.
They say good evening. I love that 1984 Ford Bronco, but not the wheels on it.
My question is, what color was it originally? Because it's obvious it's an Eddie Bauer edition. So it was either dark blue, black, dark red with the accents. It was not an all red truck. When you see the interior, it's a whole Eddie Bauer interior. Thunderbird says, do you guys have Moose Tracks ice cream? I don't think so.
No.
Believe. Why is lemonade bad? Because it's not tea by nature.
Because it's not tea? Naughty.
Naughty. Okay. Naughty by nature. All of these 4-wheel drive Broncos have been imported into Mexico, and there's a lot of them here, as well as the K5 Blazers. But Ford of Mexico did make carryalls with the Bronco package, which gave you the removable roof, the rear electric window. I think it had electric window. No comment. Electric window, and it looked like a Bronco, but it was a 2-wheel drive. Not that anybody wants a 2-wheel drive Bronco, but still. I mean, people take the 2-wheel drive K5s and they slam them to the ground and they send them to Barrett Jackson and get $50,000-$60,000 out of them. I wonder if somebody did that to a Mexican Bronco looking vehicle. I mean, the only difference would be where the gas inlet is, which is in front of the left wheel, whereas on the Broncos is behind the left wheel. So
Cinema says, "All that just tonight, huh?" Wilder says, "It's supposed to have the beige stripe towards the bottom of the body, and the top is supposed to be beige."
Yes, but somebody painted everything, but it's got the Eddie Bauer interior.
Trevor says, "Ice cream is a tough business if that is all you are selling. I don't know how many times during the summer I thought about opening the only ice cream shop in town. I always came to my senses."
Well, people here when it in the wintertime when they think it's cold, they don't eat cold things because an old Mexican wives' tale here is you'll get sick if you eat something cold when it's cold outside. That doesn't happen, but still.
Epilogue says, "Had an 82 bull-nosed Bronco, got totaled in front of my house by a drunk driver. Really missed that one."
They're all over the place though. They're all over the place. But I just wonder if somebody totally decked out a two-wheel drive Bronco from here, with the Bronco package, would it bring any kind of money like the K5, a lowered K5 does?
They're
I
really
don't
good
know.
grades.
Huh?
They're really good grades.
They look really full,
Mm-hmm.
really full.
Epilogue says, "Tailgate looks brown. My boat is originally brown."
They didn't have brown Eddie Bauers though. You had your choice of dark blue, black, or dark red, and I know that because when I moved to Vegas in late '89, my dad bought a house out there so he could have a house, and he says go to the Ford dealer, get me an Eddie Bauer Bronco dark blue. He gave me the specifications, and I went and got it for him, and he paid for it, and we took it to the house. So those are the three colors. That was a 1990 model, and those are the three colors that you had on the Eddie Bauer.
Will says, "A good number of these Broncos had 460 swaps done to them from rotted out F250s or 350s."
I don't think I would want a 460 in one of those on such a short wheelbase. That's way too nose heavy.
Will has got it.
The regular Broncos that didn't have Eddie Bauer had came in other colors, but Eddie Bauer only had those three colors. I don't know. Did they have a white? I think they had a white as well. Yeah, add the white in there. Four colors. White with the beige um, accents.
Robert says, "Yeah, tonight was a rare Sunday when I can catch the full UTG stream. Did watch his new video about the parts thing. I do try to stock up when I can, but at the end of the day, you can only do so much."
Yeah, that's true. I'm just wondering if any of that stuff is made in Mexico. That is, that people aren't going to be making anymore because Mexico used to make just about everything here,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the manufacturing has gone away because they're making it in China.
Yep.
There's Chinese stores all over the place that are selling all the Chinese crap that comes in. You can find just about everything there. Not that you'd want to, but it's there. So it's kind of weird that Mexico let them in when it affects the manufacturing here because they closed the border to certain imports on cars, used cars, because it affects the dealers here. Although the person that's going to buy an ex-US car coming in is not the same person that's going to go buy a brand new car at the dealership. So that kind of failed.
Blue says, "I like the look of those full-size Broncos."
They do look nice.
Strawberry says, "The only real drawback to those Broncos is the twin I-beam from axle setups."
Does that mean you can't lower them?
Thunderbird says, "Yeah, I miss Mexican-made parts." Joshua says, "A power seat with manual windows. That's odd." Barracuda's here.
Hey, Barry.
And they say they should have made an aluminum 460.
Yeah, I can see how that's not going to warp when it overheats the first time. And it will overheat.
Thunderbird says, "Most manufacturers just care about money. They don't give a crap about local jobs."
Yeah, yep. Absolutely. But did you watch till the end when Tony talked about the conspiracy? He's like, isn't it odd that the car manufacturers are putting out overpriced crap lately, and all of a sudden somebody comes in and buys up all of the legacy manufacturers of cars of parts to keep your old car on the road when the public has started buying old cars and fixing them up instead of buying new cars? Could they be connected? Nah, that couldn't happen. I don't know. It's very possible.
Uncle Doc says, yeah, the TTV doesn't lower unless you cut the beams. Not a good idea.
Okay, so then nobody's going to be lowering. I wonder if they had that same suspension here in Mexico on the two-wheel drives.
So it says just aluminum heads sheds a lot of weight, Barry.
And the intake manifold. Yeah. Yeah, we had a 390 FE in the Ford Galaxy. So that was hauling a lot of weight under the hood.
Uncle Doc says very, very possible.
Yeah, Tony was saying it like, yeah, is that, I'm the conspiracy guy, so is that even possible? He's like, nah, who would think about doing that?
Mm. I don't know if I like that brown. It's like I like it, but also I don't like it. It's a weird brown to like. Because it's corrupt times we're living in. Yep, definitely.
Absolutely. Anybody else here? No.
No.
She has not answered me.
What's answer you then?
Well, she answered me, "Hola, cómo estás?" So
Oh,
I asked if she can take care of the
okay.
animals.
The number says, oh yeah, it's all connected. Just like the cash for cars thing. Obviously, things do need to be recycled eventually, but things definitely are made not to last. Otherwise, sales would go down, as we know.
Yeah, that was the cash for clunkers thing, was an attack on poor people who were the protected group that Obama was supposedly there to protect. But that took out so many old cars that they would get parts for to keep their car on the road. So yeah, that, and I'm sure that was the plan.
The number says, yeah, 460 weighs like 800 pounds altogether.
That would be a lot of weight in the front of a short wheelbase Bronco. How did the Thunderbird drive, Thunderbird?
Triple says you can get drop spindles, but I was referring to the fact that a straight axle would have been superior on off-road for off-road use and general ruggedness.
Yeah, okay, but what percentage of those trucks, out of all of them produced, actually go off road? Ford knew they weren't going to.
Did I say how to move the truck yet?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Literally says the cash for clunkers pisses me off to this day.
It should. It destroyed a lot of good running cars because that was the rule. That was the rule that the car had to be running and driving and registered to be entered into the cash for clunkers.
Barcola says, "But Mama's a nice guy."
That should be, that's sarcasm.
I think the sarcasm was implied.
Yes.
Silverberg says, "It's driving good, actually. Just order some smaller jets. It's running rich."
Okay.
Uncle Doug says, "Got a 5.8 with a cam in my 88 Bronco. Then put in a 95 SEPI or SEFP computer, running a GT40 setup on it, a plenty engine for wheeling."
Yeah, so you don't need all the weight of the 460. There's plenty that you can do with those engines. I think my dad still has the Bronco, last I checked. So it's been 36 years that he's had it.
Still alive?
Hmm?
He's still alive?
Who knows?
Mm.
I'm tired. The last time I looked up his address on Google Maps, it was sitting in front of the house.
Mm.
I don't know when those pictures were taken.
Robert says, "Did you guys see the Key and Peele sketch with Obama teaching his daughters to drive?"
No, I didn't. I wouldn't know where to look for that.
Google, I guess.
Or YouTube.
The sketch. So, not really.
I'm sure there's a video of it out there somewhere. Obama had a lot of people fooled.
But it just says those slant sixes are indestructible. You can't kill them.
I will beg to differ. because the 75 Dart that I bought that had a slant six, I had that in my head too. What could go wrong? So I bought it, gave the keys to my mechanic. Halfway on the way to his house, which wasn't far, push rods bent in the engine. What made them bend? I don't know, but I had to fix the engine. So yeah, they can be killed.
What was the engine? Wasn't it in the Ford that the pistons, all of the pistons were out at the same time?
Yeah, no, all the valves,
Mm.
all the valves in the head were out, but you had to, I realize now why, because the rust had built up on the shafts of the valves, and when the camshaft went around and opened them, they stayed open. So we had to take the engine apart and play around with that stuff on a 72 Ford LTD.
Uncle Doug says yes, yes, he sure did, Miss Spec. Mm.
Yeah, the first time I drove a Super 6 was when we sold the white one of these with the three on the tree, no power steering, no power brakes. Had a brand new radiator though, which it needed after it sprayed me with the coolant. So yeah, that car did really well on the highway. People were probably freaked out, not freaked out, but why is that old car driving so fast?
So have you seen Hussein's presidential library?
No,
Berkeley
I
says,
wouldn't open up a video with that on it
what was that Nobel Peace Prize for?
because he got elected. That
Uncle,
was it. That was the only reason.
Uncle Lucas? Obama.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Thunderbird says, I remember the night Obama got elected. I was riding with my dad at night and we were listening to the radio. We were heading to pick someone up, but I was only 10, I guess, at the time.
Boy, you're young. I just I just can't understand why people didn't see who he was, the empty suit that he was. They figured he was the savior. He was going to do everything for them. He did nothing for anybody but himself. I just don't understand. And he's still trying to be relevant, trying to lead the Democrat Party, and everybody just wants him to keep his mouth shut.
Jojo says, tomorrow I'll be making a video of my Mustang, talking about the plan of putting in a year's matching Mexican 302 while I get the original engine refreshed.
Oh, nice. But to get an 85 302, you're gonna have to get it out of a truck because there were no Mustangs in 85.
Chevrolet says, oh, you have to see it, Mexican.
Do I have to?
Uncle Doug says, our first DEI president.
Well, he was elected by the public, and people were so excited that he was elected, but he didn't do anything for anybody, and then he got reelected. They didn't learn the first time. I can go into a lot more on that, but I'm not going to. This would be a neat car to do a V8 and a 4-speed in because it's a factory floor shift car, but it might have had some accident damage that they didn't fix correctly on the right front corner. So my client doesn't want it. And he said he's gonna wait until he said to call him back in about a month.
Well, says, I'd rather not talk about Obama because I get really angry. I try not to think about him for what he did to the used car market.
Yep, absolutely.
Uncle Doug says, agreed.
This guy finally answered me and said this car's sold,
Oh,
but it's still published.
okay. Thunderbird, no wait. Chevrolet says, you see how he's acting now. Does anyone believe that he wasn't behind the scenes during the auto pen administration?
Oh, sure. He was telling them what to do.
We were
Absolutely.
Thunderbird says, honestly, at this point, I feel like I can't trust any politician. We rent from a member. We rent or went from a member of parliament. Base salary is 160,000 and it only goes up the longer you are elected. And they just voted a raise.
Well, isn't that nice? They vote on themselves a raise.
Uncle Doug says, looks like the side welding is slanted on it.
Mm. This is an odd interior, but somebody wanted that color. Any place on any video I have a chance to, I post that do not vote for a guy unless he's a car guy. Any politician, it doesn't matter if it's local or state or federal, if he's not a car guy, don't vote for him. And the word guy is very important because you see what women are doing to everything. They're even worse than the men. Harry says, tells everyone the sea level is rising and buys 3 beachside mansions. Yeah, they want to keep everybody out. It's all a manipulation. At first, I thought this was pretty close to the car that we saw on the highway, but it has different plates on
New
it.
York, want to let him?
I can't find his number. Didn't we put it in the phone?
I don't remember.
I don't either, because we had the live going, right?
No.
I don't know. I couldn't find his number because I searched Coronet, whatever. And,
No, we didn't have the light on.
well, we know better now.
Yeah, you were with that.
Hmm? Which one's the 19th Amendment, Stray Bullet? I haven't been in school for a long time. Is that more comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
Will the Trill. I've been talking to a friend of mine who's a Mopar freak and owns what was a Slant 6. There's no engine in it. 76 Dodge Aspen RT. I'm convincing him to swap a year's matching 440 police spec motor. Go for a Slant 6 to a 440. I hope he's going to upgrade brakes and everything. Why would an RT have a Slant 6 in it? I don't know about that, Stray Bullet, but if the men vote for who they need to vote for, that wouldn't be an issue. This is a Dodge 440, 1963, 1964.
I'm right here.
1963. What? Well, you're not reading anything, so.
I know. I meant what you're reading, and what they're saying.
Uh-huh. Oh, you mean for Stray Bullet? Well, he's not all wrong. It's who they vote for that's the problem. You're not even over in that country. Little Duck says 19th prohibits the United States and its states from denying 6 citizens the right to vote on account of sex. 6 citizens?
Somebody's asking if that's a dart.
No, that was a 63 or 64 Dodge 440. It had 3 taillights. If it was a 330, it would have had 2 taillights. Uncle Doug just Googled it. Take it for what it is. I don't know why they put 6 in there though.
Literal says you can slant 6 with a 3-speed manual for 76. That's what my friend's car is. He's loving the idea of the 440 swap and a 4-speed manual in the car.
Yeah, but in an RT, you could get an RT with a Slant 6.
Uncle Doug says I really like this car.
This is a very nice car. It's fully restored and done right. I don't know why they keep putting stuff on the seats. Not necessary.
Cherbola says I'm right wing radical now, and they push me to it. I used to not be like this. Copper Steve is here.
Hello, Cop Car Steve.
Hello. Dice, buenos, mi amigo, mi amiga. The yourself says that's one reason I'm a fan of the Japanese PM. What's PM? Prime Minister? Regula says I haven't seen Uncle Tony's latest video yet. Doom and gloom about parts supply, I'm assuming.
Yes, exactly. You hit it right on the head.
Somebody says, yep, doom and gloom, Regula. Says, yep.
But he does it with a smile. You don't need to put Barracuda. You don't need to put Barracuda on the seats of a Barracuda to let people know it's a Barracuda. It's just not necessary. Be a fun car to drive though, just like the Doc GTS was. This is the Plymouth version, exactly same year, same drivetrain, same everything, same dashboard as the Dart that we sold, that you're gonna see on Jamie's channel.
Regula says I hate modern seats in all cars. I'd like a '64 Dodge like that though. Well, does Uncle Doc says that's a 40K car.
Well, that's the price on it to get it to the US. That is it. That's the price on it.
Robert says what we need to do instead of freaking out is start manufacturing parts. I'm actually working with a seal company to manufacture some hard to find port seals. We will see where it goes.
But after you manufacture them, you have to have a way to sell them.
Robert says some people might not know.
Some people might not know it's a Barracuda where it says Barracuda all over the outside of it. I'll tell you a little story. We went to a car show. We went to sell some stuff at a car show in Culiacan. And right at the front, they put some special cars in a little corral. And in there was a 1970 Ford that they cut the roof off of it. And on the seats, they put GALAXY, Galaxy. Number one, that's spelled incorrectly. Number two, it was a Ford Custom. It wasn't even a Galaxy. It was the bottom of the line car. So they cut the roof off to make it a convertible, and they put the wrong name on the seat, and they spelled it wrong on top of it. I just had, most people there probably didn't even realize it, but I was laughing.
Senator says, yeah, selling is the problem. So I found so far eBay is not working.
Try Amazon. You can send the parts to Amazon's warehouse, and as soon as somebody buys it, they'll ship it out. You don't even have to worry about it. We have the same thing here with our online thing. If you send it to them and somebody buys it, they'll send it out from their warehouse, and the person will get it the next day. I don't know how many people still use eBay for stuff that they're looking for. They go to Amazon first, or they go to Facebook.
People now use Google Shopping, and
that's different from Facebook.
It will show up there. Everything will show up there.
Are you laughing?
Because I'm annoying you.
Well, I'm annoying you too because I didn't shave my mustache.
Aww.
I shaved my beard off and I didn't shave the mustache, and she doesn't like the porn stash.
No.
By itself. Pretty thick too.
I'm gonna take a picture and post it.
No, you're not. So how many of you guys would buy memberships to my site if I posted a video of Mrs. Spec dancing at a wedding?
Why do you keep saying that?
Because I want to know.
No. Edward says, do you have an auto upholstery contact in Mexico?
I have the guy that fixed the seat in the Ram Charger that we had, and he did a pretty good job on that. But as far as a whole interior, I'm not sure. I have to look at his work, at his quality. I went to one guy some years ago, and I didn't like anything about his quality.
Everybody says, I think I might build a PLP50. I don't know what that is.
Pretty small little thing.
Cupcar Steve says, you got to run Jeremy Cookie Duster? What is that?
I don't know. I know Ron Jeremy. I know cookie and I know duster, but I don't know those words together.
Douglas says they'll probably make it illegal to reproduce parts for all cars.
I don't think they're going to do that. They would have to have a reason for that.
And they will have to own
They would have to justify it, and they can't justify it. But that's what I'm saying. Never vote for anybody that isn't a car guy. Never. If only car guys were in the California legislature, the Jay Leno law would have passed flying colors quickly.
Double says, at least I'll be able to get parts. Walker Series says, it's the mustache. That I guess it's the mustache.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. The flavor saver, you mean?
Thunderbird says, 5 years ago, it cost $2,300 to redo the bench seat in my Thunderbird. Waste of money because I ended up not hot rodding the car.
He ended up hot rodding the car.
He says, I ended up hot rodding the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uncle Doug says, going to China only and buying 5 and maybe 1 might work.
That is the problem. That's the problem with their manufacturing. There's a guy there. I see advertisements all the time that they'll recover the seat like in an OBS Chevy, the the whole seat, I guess the buckets and then the middle seat and everything, and it's like, I don't know, 1,200 pesos, like $60, $70, something like that. There's no way $2,300 that would buy you the car, paint the car, do the interior, and deliver it to the. I mean, everything.
Dr. Ghost says here.
Hello, Dr. Go.
They say can't stay, but just wanted to check in and say hi to Mexican Spec and Mrs. Spec. And I have too much respect for Mrs. Spec so her dance should stay private in your eyes only.
She was at a wedding. Everybody saw it.
Bertula says soup strainer.
I'm sure she appreciates that, Dr. Go.
Thunderbird says, what is this yellow car?
This, over in the U.S., it would be an AMC Hornet, but in Mexico, it's a Rambler American. It says right on the back there, American. Pretty nice condition for a 1973 model, too.
Chobula says, that's not going to happen, Mexican. The legislature is filled with gays, men, lesbians, and sexual.
Right. So don't vote for any of them. Vote for car guys.
Am I supposed to leave?
No. Has nothing to do with you. Exactly, Stray Bullet. Only vote for people that are into cars. That's necessary.
I thought today was going to be fun.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you taking things personally? It's not for you. It's not about you.
It's also boring and attacking.
Uncle Duck needs a 302 and a locked 9-inch. Don't they have them at Pick Your Part? Well, you can put it on top chat and not see his comments.
Will you read them?
Yes. Barracuda, the Chinese would make anything we want, but would it be quality? There's nothing that comes out of there that's quality. Nothing.
Okay, so says, I like the Crown Victoria in the background of the AMC station wagon.
Yeah, we have those here too.
Uncle Doug says on the Rambler.
Oh, needs a 302? Why would you put a Ford engine in the Rambler? None of those had V8s here. The car that I have sitting out in front has a 4.6 liter AMC engine, which was not available in the US. It was Mexico only. It's a 282 cubic inch.
Jennifer says, well, I definitely paid to see Mrs. Spec dance.
Mr. Spec.
Oh, Mr. Spec dance. Not interested in the other proposal.
I don't dance. That's the problem.
Yeah, he doesn't dance. Well, they can make you dance.
I don't want to dance because I might look like when Kim dances.
Yeah, that's rude.
And Kim looks like Elaine from Seinfeld.
That's just rude.
She knows. I've told her.
It's just rude.
You're not going to read his comment? He's sorry if he offended anyone. We're talking about California. There's crazy people running the government there.
You're talking about not letting women vote.
It's who they vote for. That's the problem.
You're talking about not letting women vote.
That's in California. That's in the United States.
It doesn't matter where. You're talking about not letting women vote.
Uncle Duck, I'd pay to see a hat dance. That means I'd have to buy a hat. One of those big hats.
I have a hat.
The 10-gallon hat.
Because this is you don't want to dance because these hips don't lie.
These hips don't move. They never did when I was young, and they're certainly not going to do. They're not going to move now.
You're gonna dance on our.
Actually, when I'm making my breakfast and both cats are staring at me, I start dancing and doing hand movements and everything, but they are not impressed.
You're gonna dance on our ballroom now.
Not impressed at all.
Yes. Says, I've got a pair of US indie wheels with "Made in China" written on the inside. They appear to be quality.
Keyword here is appear. Mrs. Spec might know where to get one of the hats, Uncle Duck.
What hats?
He said he'll super chat me one.
A hat? What?
A hat to do a hat dance.
What hat?
I don't know. Probably one of the big hats, and you dance around it.
Oh, you get that in downtown.
I don't go downtown.
You have to go downtown to fix my bag.
Bag?
Yeah, my bag.
Now you want it fixed? You bought another one.
Of course. It's not. It doesn't have anything wrong with it with the zipper. Of course, I'm gonna want it fixed.
Don't you have a machine in there?
I cannot fix it with my regular machine. It's canvas. You don't sew canvas with a regular machine.
I don't know anything about.
I do everything about sewing. That's why I told you I need a new bag. Joel says they drove me to it, Mrs. Spec. Who drove you to it?
He lives in California. He has to deal with it all the time.
Oh, well, get out of it.
Thunderbird.
Thunderbird says, I've actually been hating the junkyard, but it's hard to find consumables there. I don't know why I was thinking about the video game. What's the name of the video game? I don't remember. Thunderbird says, I drove myself through it. Josh Homan says, now this is what a car should be.
Which one, Josh?
The one before the Mustang. Cocar Steve says,
I wasn't looking.
Grande sombrero, no?
Sí, sombrero grande. Sombrero grande. You have to switch the words around in Spanish. The noun comes first and the adjective comes second. What car was it before the Mustang?
No sé, no estaba viendo yo.
Yo también.
Tampoco.
No. That's what I said.
No, cierto. Chevrolet says swap meets are usually a good source for classic parts.
Yeah, but they want a lot of money.
I found the
They know what they have.
Give me a second. I found
Oh, the Brown Fury, Josh says, the 73. Yeah, that car was imported into Mexico at some point. Those cars used to be $300 for the nicest one you could find. Nobody wanted them. Now all of a sudden they're $15,000 cars. Crazy.
I can't remember his name.
Who?
It's not like I ever say his name, but I can't remember his name.
Who?
Well, if I knew who, I would tell you.
Well, you could describe it.
I think it's the king of, well, it's not. It's Elvis Presley. There you go. I found Elvis Presley phone once on a swap meet.
And?
It was a random find.
Yes. But you have to look deeper into it to see if it's original, old, because people put his face and likeness on everything.
Yeah, well.
It doesn't necessarily mean it has any value.
So I wasn't going to check. So it says this is why you see people with multiples of the exact same car. Sometimes that is the most economical way to source parts.
I never thought about it like that when I would buy duplicates of the same car. I just thought, well, my Fury has a brown interior, So this other Fury is white with an aqua interior. That's so cool. I like to look at an aqua interior, so I bought it.
So you were the car version of the cat lady.
They followed me home, yeah.
No, but I don't have one in this color.
Yeah. The problem is with 60s cars is they came in so many different colors and color combinations. You would have to buy a huge parking lot just for one model to get all the colors of that one model, because you had the Fury with brown and the white stripe, and then you could have the same brown but with a different color stripe on the side, and then go on to other cars. And then you buy the Furies, then you need Sport Furies, and then you need the Belvederes, and you need the Savoys. So that's a huge amount. And then you need the police cars. You need all the police cars that they made.
What about
And wagons. There's wagons.
And what about
There's 3 different versions of the wagon. So yeah, to buy every one of the ones that they made, it's crazy.
What about the pace cars?
Huh? What pace cars? The
Well,
Fury.
pace cars.
The Fury never paced the car. It was the Chrysler that year.
Oh.
Chrysler 300, and I had one of those too. Aqua colored pace setter convertible, 1963 Chrysler 300. Did not have the big block engine in it though. I don't think. I don't know. I got it running. I didn't care what it was under the hood. It was running. It was amazing after the thing had been sitting for years and years and years. Never occurred to me to think, will it run? That never occurred to me in the 80s. I probably should have sold that car instead of giving it to Sean. He didn't appreciate it. I parked it in front of his house, and Sandra comes out and says, you know, the mark of a loser is to be driving a pre-Iacocca Chrysler product. And I said, yes, but that just pre-Iacocca, just before he took over, not the classic 60s cars like this one is. Just the Volare, the Aspen, the LeBaron, those kind of cars, yeah. But not the classic ones from the 60s. She just repeats what she hears.
Coca says as well, my friends, it's been a long day. It is nice to drop by. We'll catch you next time.
Thank you, Cop Car Steve.
Thank you for being here. The number says, have a good week, Steve. This says Tampopo. I love the movie. What is Tampopo?
Tampoco.
Tampoco.
Me either.
The bullet says, wait, I can't really see it behind the heart. It would be difficult to find a 50-year-old car with a nice interior nowadays, though.
I see them here. I see 70s cars with original interiors sitting right there. They've been in garages or carports or whatever. We don't have those companies that have duplicates, but it's not difficult to put an interior back into a Plymouth Duster that was just pleated vinyl. Not difficult. And then he says, much less 60, 70, 80-year-old car. There's a lot of original interior, Packards, Cadillac, stuff like that from the 30s, from the 40s, because the interior was so tough. The mohair interior was so tough. You couldn't tear that if you tried. I mean, it stinks, but you couldn't tear it if you tried. I've seen many of them. Ooh.
Hey, Bilefly.
Bilefly.
Bilefly plucks a silver hair off his chest and screams silently in the back of the room.
Yeah, I've been doing the hair thing too. I just shaved off my beard because we're going to be taking off on Tuesday night, and I left the porn stash.
Stop.
She doesn't like just me just having a mustache. I'll shave it off tomorrow. And then before we leave, I'll shave again.
I'm gonna make you go out with it on.
But I hate shaving. You think kids will run from me?
Jennifer says, anyone seen Motorheadman channel on YouTube? He bought an abandoned parts stash from a warehouse and is selling them to fund a non-profit automotive school of sorts.
No, I never heard of the channel.
Butterfly says hi, Mexican.
Ow, 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 ow. So, those of you that just arrived, Tony did not have a live tonight because he was occupied. Kathy did not use that word, but that's what I'm getting from the word she used. There's a roach right there in the corner.
No!
You don't have to turn around to look at it.
Yes, it might fly towards me.
I did it with a handheld razor firefly. If you can believe that. It hurt less than the electric. Give me a towel and I'll get it. Can't get past the cable.
You didn't want in there?
Yes.
The microphone. The number says, "What are you guys picking up? What do you mean picking up? I'm confused. Oh, picking up that we're going. Oh, okay, yeah.
I have the microphone.
We're picking up another RAM charger, a silver one this time, on Jalisco, on Tonalá, on Tonalá, Jalisco. The number wants to know what we're picking up.
Yep.
It's a RAM charger.
1999 Ram Charger SLT Plus. No third seat in the back though, just the front two rows.
We are doing a live on the trip, driving it to Veracruz.
It's gonna be 2 days driving.
Yeah, so
we're not gonna try to get there in one day.
If you can join us, obviously not the whole live because you'll have your own lives, your own things to do. But you can join us in and out. Just
and we'll probably be doing another live on Sunday night from the pool area of the hotel if we stay at that same hotel, which I want to. And maybe who knows something on Saturday, because the plan is to leave on Tuesday night to get there first thing Wednesday morning. Buy the truck. I told the owner to tell his wife, I got her number in my phone already, that I want to do it first thing in the morning, and then I need to put a windshield in it. I don't know how long that's going to take. I need to get the air conditioning charged. I don't know how long that's going to take. We need to get to a junkyard and buy parts for my previous client's truck, and then deliver them to a friend of mine there that he'll keep the parts for me, I hope.
Yeah.
And then get back to the truck, and then we'll stay another day and probably take off Thursday morning. If not, it'll be Friday morning, and we have the whole weekend to get to Veracruz, because our customs agent there is not going to be there on Friday. But next Sunday is Mother's Day. So I don't know how full the hotel would be on Mother's Day, or what the situation is there, or if what can we do on Mother's Day in Veracruz, in the port. Well, I'm not sure, but it's going to be Mother's Day.
Yeah. Biofly says electric shavers need to be sharper somehow. Yeah, they suck. I mean, we bought a cheap one this time, but I was looking into the nicer ones, and they all had like random reviews, like good and bad reviews.
The electric shavers pull more hairs than they cut. That's why I don't like using it.
Chevrolet says the back seat and passenger seat in my Bullet Mustang are in like new condition.
So you should have put a cover on the front left seat, so it could be in perfect condition too.
Thunderbird says, Firefly, what are you feasting on tonight?
Firefly, don't get him started talking about food. He's gonna make me hungry.
Well, I'm having salad today because I didn't prepare anything else. Firefly says, I have a single blade razor too. I need to find it again and get more practice. Yeah, I was thinking about buying one too.
You mean a straight razor?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Firefly says, rotisserie chicken. Oh, rotisserie chicken. Firefly says, bocarted it from Costco.
We have a place not far away that they'll It's on the corner in front of the gas station, right near the pharmacy. And
yeah, because they know.
Yeah, I'm telling you, two chickens. They're roasted chicken that they'll cut up, and then they give you salad. They give you sauces and stuff with it, and it's like two chickens for 250 pesos, something like that. Two full chickens, and I eat the white meat, and Mrs. Beck eats the rest.
Yeah, because you never give me any white meat.
I give you a little.
Uh-huh. Hey, did you saw that they're gonna open a Costco, like the Costco really soon?
Yeah.
Are we gonna go?
I'd have to renew my membership.
We should. Thunderbird says, "Wow, the RAM chargers are popular." Yeah.
Yeah,
We never
there's
thought
a
to
lot of
install that
people
one.
asking me about them, but finding the right one is the problem. This one has nice paint. He fixed the interior. It's not a good job like we did here, but it's not torn anymore, and it's probably vinyl. It's not leather anymore. Um, but yeah, it's not not got a lot of miles on it or anything. It's a nice truck, and I hope it looks like what it looks like in the pictures.
Triple says the Lanai area. Yeah, something like that. The pool
Yeah, just
area.
like we did last time we were there a couple of
Yeah.
months ago.
Triple says Safe Light changes your windshield while you wait. Yeah, we don't
We
have
don't
Safe
have that.
Light.
No, we're gonna go to the and just like the one that I use here in my town. They have offices over there, and I'm gonna call them tomorrow. The one that's closest to where the truck is, because I want that done first, and see if they have the windshield in stock. And if not, they'll tell me what office does, and I'll go there. And but the junkyard that has the parts is right near where the truck we're going to buy the truck. So I don't want to go out of the area and then have to come back to the junkyard area.
We can go to the junkyard while we're waiting for them to put the windshield in, I guess.
If the one that's closest to them has it in stock.
Yeah. Buffalo says, the next Sunday I have a fishing trip planned. Oh no. Ooh,
It's Mother's Day though.
I haven't been fishing in a long time. I would
Let's
like to
keep
go
it that
fishing.
way.
It's so rude.
Leave the fish alone.
I want to go fishing.
They're in their house. Leave them alone.
I want to go fishing.
Leave them alone.
I want to ask Nick. I want to ask Maki. Maki next go fishing.
Leave the fish alone.
No. I like eating fish.
Well, so what? Go eat some chicken. They're walking around out there.
No. Chevrolet says the foam wears out after 25 years. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Chevrolet says it's not my fault. Butterfly says I need more salads in my life. Baby spinach is preferred. Yeah, baby spinach is better than regular spinach. But the salads that I'm making right now, I honestly don't have any leaves in them because it just bothers me that the leaves go bad so fast. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting some cucumbers, I'm cutting some bell peppers, and that is what I'm putting on containers on Tupperwares in the fridge, on four Tupperwares in the fridge. And then when I'm ready to eat my salad, I just cut some tomato and some avocado, and that's my salad with some mayo and some ranch, some salt, and that's it. And that's what I eat. So it's four little things, not much. You could add some more stuff, I guess, but that's usually what I eat because it doesn't go bad so fast. Josh Woman says fish has mercury in it. Mercury drives you mad. Not
She doesn't
here.
need to be driven any more mad than she is.
We don't have her brother already same. I mean same butterfly, same. We don't have mercury in our waters that much like you do over there. Remember the girl from the Tangerines that she was talking about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a high mercury content, which made her feel bad. And she was in Mexico for 2 or 3 years. It took about a year to work out of her system eating the fresh food here. And she felt much better, but she went back to the US anyway. And I'm sure she fell right back into the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which is not nice.
Yeah, but we don't have that problem here.
Which front end on the Fox Body Mustangs do you guys like more? The 1980 like this one, the 1983 that has a smaller grill, or the Mercury Capri? Capri. Or crappy.
No crappy.
Wildfly says, fried food could kill me. A mugger could kill me. Mercury ain't so special down here. Jones.
Yep.
What the hell taillights does he have on that thing? I can't tell what it is. Yeah, but I can't tell from here. Oh, never mind. It's Capri taillights.
Uncle Doc says the 83 small.
You like that more? The grill that narrows at the bottom. Biofly looks the Capri likes the crepe.
No, not Capri.
Like the crepes? The
No.
Chevy crepes?
No.
Ours was crappy. The brown one.
I like them.
Stray Bullet. Where's Dean? His shift at the nuclear plant should be finished. I don't think anybody would hire him to work at a nuclear plant, Stray Bullet.
Hey, Homer was working.
They look at social media before they hire somebody. You know he would never pass.
Homer was working just fine. Homer was working just fine.
Yeah. But they didn't have social media when he was hired in 1989.
You don't know when Dean was hired?
Oh, stop it.
Stop
it. I'm not yawning. You're yawning.
Oh, see.
I got tired outside. I'm sweating and it takes a lot out of me. We did a lot of cleanup work.
Firefly would be caught stealing nutrients.
How do you smuggle them out, Biofly? We're back to this carryall, Chevrolet carryall.
Chevrolet says Dean has like 1,000 accounts.
He does have a lot of accounts. Come on, change. This is the DIPD truck.
Hey, he was summoned.
What?
He was summoned.
His ears were burning. Hello, Dean. He must have been lurking. DIPD 044. That'd be a neat truck to fix up. It's got a neat look to it. Round eye Chevy.
This is nuclear radio type compliance since 1987, Mexican Spec. Rafa says in the boron control rods. Mr. Dean is here. Dean says I was 17 when I first used a 3,440 nuclear density meter.
Did you find any? Did you find the density of the nuclear thing?
Why are you yawning so much?
I don't know. Why are those taillights sticking out? That'd be neat to. It's a police truck or something. Throw the bad guys in there, lock them up. I'm gonna look more at that truck.
Mushroom. Believing yourself says random information you didn't need to know. On this channel, Japanese EMI channel, you will find a woman who reminds me that I'm a man. That is all.
So she's attractive, or does she tell you you're a man? Could be either one.
What if I go in there? What is she gonna tell me?
You have to do it to find out. Maybe she can see through the screen.
It says 2.15. I don't know. I can't read that. Earth density machine. Great tool. Papa says the first thing they measured was the almighty Coleman lantern mantles. They contain thorium.
Thorium? Uncle Duck says truck would look good lowered. Yeah, it could be lowered a little bit, but I think it could be painted really nice. Put a company name on the side or something. Or paint it black and white, make it look like a police truck. You know, Cop Car Steve already left, so he didn't see it. We could turn it into a cop truck. It's got a neat look to it. It's got just the right length, so it doesn't look too short, doesn't look too long on the side. I bet.
Firefly says deflects an alpha particle with a plastic wrapper.
Okay. See, in this truck, you look at the interior. Somebody did the interior in this. That's not factory. So you take it to an upholstery guy, and you have 3 rows of seats, and say, "Hey, just do the interior." There are some guys that put a lot of work into it, but they don't charge a whole hell of a lot. Especially the guys that specialize in OBS interiors, because they'll like go to the junkyard, buy an interior, and do it, and then they'll take yours in trade, and then do another one.
You look nice.
I look nice.
So bad they didn't listen here to see you.
Yeah. Mrs. Spec cut my hair tonight, so we're getting ready for the trip. And Uncle Duck says, as that dual carbs on that engine? I don't think so. Barry Kuda says, Molman's custard. I don't want anything from Molman. He lives underground.
When we come back from the trip, I want to buy.
Vilefly looked like a single 2-barrel Holly.
Dean says.
Oh, damn, he's singing again.
Then Dennis singing. Do I have to sing?
Go ahead, sing.
Gonna stamp out your fire. He can change your desire. Don't you know he can make you forget you're a man? Gonna stamp out your fire. He can change your desire. And you know he can make you poor. I don't know that song. It sounds familiar, but I don't know it. People look says there was something behind the car. Looked odd. Then says, "Get your man. You're a man. Get your a man." I don't know. And Dean says, "Step on by the Happy Mondays." Yeah, but what are you gonna sing for Mother's Day, Dean? Mother's Day's coming up.
Mother's Day is on Sunday, and we'll probably do a live from the pool at the hotel, just like we did last time we were in Veracruz.
Anyway, when we come back from the trip, I want to buy some ingredients because I want to try a bread recipe.
Gluten free?
Yep.
Firefly has a question.
Firefly, what's your question? Oh, question. Did any of the cars you ran across identify as variable Venturi carb? I know they were sold in Canada, but that is all.
They were never sold in Mexico. We didn't have any of the smog crap, any of the controls, any of that. No Fairmont ever came, or Mustang ever came with a variable Venturi carb here. Nobody here knows what it is.
Dean says, I'm gonna not sing for my mother. God will then bless me. What?
Oh, I know what they are, Vilefly, because I grew up in California, and they were all over the place in California. You can't adjust them. You can't do anything. If it doesn't run right, you just have to throw it away and get another one. You weren't allowed to change it to the Holly 2-barrel.
Uncle Doc says, got a variable Venturi on the 82 Bronco 5.8. Hated it.
You take that off and you trash it, just like you take off the lean burn on Chrysler. You never leave that stuff on there.
Uncle Doc says, never ran right.
No, it doesn't. It was not meant to, and there's no adjustments on it. They filled it in with lead.
Firefly finds qualifying carburetors annoying.
Yep, they shouldn't exist.
Trouble it says that she probably thinks that you have a beautiful voice, Dean.
I think she knows better, being his mother.
You talking about me or about
his mother? His mother, Dean's mother.
Pablo says I could work on them, but I had to buy another set of tools for them.
There's no fuel air mixture adjustments on them. That's all filled in. You're not allowed to touch anything. Ridiculous.
Firefly says the huge diaphragm on them kept getting pinhole leaks.
Pinhole leaks.
Pinholes. I thought of, for some reason, because it's stupid. Anyway. They did not. Dean says they did that on the F truck, so you didn't have to run catalyst on the 351M, or difficult to easily
Oh
tune cars.
shit.
What? What? Joy? Ay, déjalo.
Joy found us.
Se tardó, déjalo.
Uh-huh. Because I put him outside in front.
Déjalo.
We don't have any food, Joey. Go find some food somewhere else.
Pobrecito.
So the trucks that had the variable Venturi didn't have catalytic converters? I didn't know that.
Bebé.
Not that I worried about any of that stuff when I was there.
Bebé.
He's not gonna meow if you put it in front of his face. Stray Bullet says sometimes it's just a fake cap and the mixture screw is underneath. Yeah, it's there, but it's a cap or however you get it out. I don't know, but they didn't want you touching it. It's got to be there. There has to be some kind of adjustment. You know, the fuel air mixture. That's the way you measure it or adjust it. What? Why are you smiling?
I don't want to say.
Mrs. Spec is smiling at me. Tell her to stop.
I don't want to say in front of people.
Dean. Then of course Toyota on the Caribe and the Tercel, and Suzuki on the Cutlass. Cultus used a version of it. I don't know those cars. The Tercel I know. I don't know what a Caribe is.
Hmm?
It says Carib. Caribe.
Caribe?
No. Those are not vehicles that we got. Wildfly. Oh no, I remember those. I had to mess with an electronically controlled variable Venturi carb on a Toyota. 1 year wonder. Oh, they had them on other cars too? I thought they were only on Fords. I didn't know that. So many cars got junked because the carburetor failed on it and nobody was going to spend the money to fix it. Other than that, they were in nice condition. What'd you do? You did too. You're such a liar. Cat lies. See, this kind of looks like the Eddie Bauer that you would find on a truck. The dark green with the beige stripe at the bottom. Firefly says they were a different design. Yeah, but same kind of thing. The Venturi that moves back and forth.
Sorry. Who are we?
Barracuda.
Barracuda says, I was scratching my cat's back. She loves that. She can't do that herself.
These cats like their ears. You put your finger in their ears and they like that.
That sounds weird.
I don't care. They like that.
They like when we rub her in their ear.
Yeah.
Mr. Willis says that car would be perfect with a halfback conversion and blown LS engine swap.
Yeah, but we can't do that here on anything like that. We're not allowed to switch engines on anything. So whoever buys it would have to do that.
Dean says, yeah, the sub 8200 GVW trucks and Econolines missed out on the dual catalyst. Just God knows how many acres of emission line and special motorcraft Volkswagen BV
Variable Venturi.
7,200 feedback cars and brown Volkswagen. No, what is Volkswagen? And brown box DS3 IGN. Valve says same principle, yes. It says the 351M and 400S. 400s. For 1982 had a crank sensor too. Valve says I hate the number 7,200 now.
Don't blame the number.
So it says you can't swap engines in Mexico?
Of course we can, but in order for me to sell a vehicle into the US, it has to have the original engine or the original, like if it would start out as 6 cylinder, it has to have a 6 cylinder. We can't put V8s in S10 Blazers and then sell it into the U.S. We can't do any kind of engine swept like that. The EPA will not allow the vehicle into the country.
Regula says, when I was finished, she shook her head and clicks, clicks.
I don't know what that word is.
I think it's her.
Flicked saliva all over me.
Ah.
So she was drooling.
Oh.
Remember that?
Yes. Hi, baby.
The non-feedback was 2700, proving Ford was Lisdexic. Stop being cute. Stop it.
Ay, ¿te cortó el pelo? Sí, te corté el pelo. Fíjate, corté el pelo.
We're coming into hotter times, so the cat is shedding a lot. Stray Bullet. Somebody in Mexico would like a blown Pro Street Malibu, I bet. There's a lot of them around. They're used for drag racing here. There's a lot of them already out there. But I can't buy a modified car to sell it into the U.S. It would not pass. They have to be basically stock. I mean, internals, but they basically have to be stock. If it came with a V8, it can have a replaced V8, but because nobody's going to look at engine numbers or anything. At least I don't think they are. Stray Bullet. Is that all-wheel drive? The AMC? No, we didn't have any Eagles here. No V8s and no four-wheel drive. We don't do that. Dean says, if you petted a tuatara, they have unique ticks. Very clear. Tuatara. Tua. You're not buying anything else at the aquarium.
No. There was a reason why I bought that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And the reason was to spend money.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it was.
No.
Yeah, because she spent money. No cats for me. Allergic. Biofly.
Oh, that's
That's too bad. They lower your blood pressure. People live longer when they have cats.
How about rats? Rats are cute.
Dean says the tick is arguably rarer than the tuatara they feed on. Okay.
I have a. What do you call when you do something? I have a. Why are you playing on my sock? Stop playing with my sock.
She's not talking to me, guys.
Leave that alone.
Extinct the tick anyway.
Yes.
I'll do my best around here. I haven't seen a tick around here in quite a while, but we're down to one dog, and every morning the chickens come in my yard and eat everything in sight that they can find. So that may be why we don't see any ticks in
They
here
woke me
anymore.
up this morning.
Yeah, those stupid roosters are out there fighting with each other. Josh says power windows were rare on AMCs, even in the United States. Yeah, here too. Especially since in 1983, the Mexican government banned options like that because the parts had to be gotten in the U.S. They weren't made here, so they weren't allowed to import the parts needed to put power windows in these cars, and that's another reason why the Rambler, the Van Lerma, was only made in 81 and 82, because for the 83 model year, nobody was allowed to bring in the parts from the U.S. for luxury options in cars. Micromanaging the car companies is just ridiculous. These governments did it in both countries.
What?
Uncle Duck says, just pulled a tick off the dog 2 days ago. This is the season.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm a professional tick hunter. Since I started getting dogs when I first got here 27 years ago, I've been taking ticks off dogs, fleas off dogs, cats, everything. Uh, at one time, I had a dog come to my door. I lived in another neighborhood, and I would sit down at the door, and I would take the ticks off him, and then I would give him food afterwards. He eventually stayed in my house and became part of my pack. But he knew that I had to take the ticks and stuff off him, out of his ears and between his toes and everything, before he would get his food.
My place, if the chickens clear out the bugs and ticks on my place too. Yeah, they do
Mm-hmm.
that. That's why I don't hate them as much. Andrew says, okay, now I can watch more closely Mexican Spec. Everyone went to bed on vacation in Depot Bay, the quote world's smallest harbor, unquote.
Is that something to crow about? It's the world's smallest harbor.
Percoda says, if I touch my eyes after touching a cat, it's bad, but fine with them otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Dean says, archeo, I can't pronounce that word.
Good luck.
No, sorry. They only feed on tuatara blood. They are photos of a few on a large adult tuatara in the sunshine at Zealandia on the net tuatara. Uncle Doug says, I check daily until the heat hits us.
I used to do that too. I would have four dogs, 5 dogs. When I was living at the other house, I would open the door, my front door, because we were living in a pretty small house, all of us. I would open the front door, and all the dogs would run out, and they would go all over the neighborhood overnight. It would be like 12 o'clock at midnight. I would open the door. They would all go run all over the neighborhood, and even though it wasn't trash day, these idiots would put trash bags in front of their house. So I would see my dogs bring in these trash bags back to in front of my house and ripping them apart and getting into everything. So after I cleaned everything up every night, put it in my trash, then I would sit down with each dog and go over them, get them on the ground, get them up, with their feet up, check them upside down everywhere. Then they would be allowed to go into the house. That was a nightly thing that we did.
Trouble says, is anyone concerned about Lyme disease? We don't have Lyme disease in this area. It's too hot. We have different ticks. But no, we don't have in this area. No, it's very rare.
Mopar Man 1978 got bit by a tick and he can't eat meat anymore.
Yeah.
He did get the Lyme disease.
No,
it's
that's
horrible.
that's a different.
Or whatever he got from the tick.
Yeah, it's called Omega or something. I don't remember. Steven Andrews says that's what they says. I guess you're proud of it. Steven Andrews, Dean Stevenson says, would I lie to you, Barry? Uh-oh, would I say something that wasn't true? Pablo says, tried having cats. Instead, I got hives for a year. Did you try rats?
It's not worth it.
Barracuda says, Tuatara ticks is a niche topic.
Yep. But we all know about ticks if we have dogs. Biofly married into cats. God was laughing at me.
Yeah. It happens. Dean says, Barracuda, isn't Lyme disease when you have too many Englishmen?
I'll agree with that. Just spelled differently. Yeah, I haven't found a flea on a cat in a long time, and they go outside. They fight with other cats, and haven't found a flea on them in a long time. I used to, but the dogs would have, and I've studied the behavior of the ticks, because if there's a tick in the dog's ear, no other ticks go into that area until they can't find another place to go. Then they'll come back. Because I've also had dogs that had 12 ticks in the same area because they couldn't find anywhere else, and they just kept piling on and piling on. You got to keep reading these before they go off the screen.
Well, you're talking. Uncle Doc says, yeah, Barry. Believe yourself says, cats offer the best naps. Barry says, you scurvy dog. Barclay says, had to outlive the cats.
Yeah.
So how you try rats?
At least you knew you couldn't go in there and say, hey, I got to kick the cats out of the house now.
Yeah. Dean says, and you know about taking people off if you work with Axel Rose.
I guess Stephen Andrews' cat is sleeping.
Yeah. So cute. Papa says rats are in danger around here. Perhaps it is the rat poison I put down to keep them out of the chicken feed. Yeah.
But
No,
you don't
but
want a wild rat. You want
no.
you want one born in captivity because they're really good pets.
Bebe?
Uncle Doug says my 2022 392 has a bit of a tick. Bummer. Oops. You should have seen that coming though, because they all do.
Sorry.
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
He left.
And I don't know. He went under the bed.
Danny's sitting on the floor over here,
Of course.
guarding us. Yeah. And the other cat just stays outside until it's time for me to open the door in the morning for her. Then she's yelling at me from the outside the door, open the door, open the door. And she doesn't even go up and eat anything.
I don't remember the word, but it's a thing that I do every time I go somewhere new, a new state. I buy something for Sunny.
Oh. That's called a habit.
Well, yeah. But
A voluntary habit. Barracuda says cats and dogs where I am don't get fleas and ticks, I suppose because it's generally a coolish climate. That's possible. But we have every animal parasite known to dogdom here.
Papa said rats grab too much for me. A ferret will steal all my socks.
And bite you.
Dog?
Dean says, Yar, Captain Bligh, Inch, the crew are revolting.
Triple says maybe it's just an exhaust leak, Uncle Duck.
Fingers crossed.
Dean says nuns have habits.
Yes, they do. And rosaries. Yeah, well, after 20 something years of looking at dogs, and whenever I see a dog, like walk down the street, like we have a dog on the street out here, and she's with another dog. I think the other dog's a male, and I would stop and scratch her head, how you doing and everything. Her eyesight might not be real good because we'll walk up there, or if she's like on the other side of the street or something, she won't have a reaction to me until I speak to her, and then her tail goes up and all of that. But every time I pet a dog, I'll check the ears, I'll check whatever to see if they have any ticks, and I've done it to street dogs. Just walk up to a street dog and start taking ticks off them. They don't like it because it hurts, because you're ripping the I guess the jaws of the tick dig in to the dig into the skin, and when you pull it out, because you're not supposed to just pull it out, you're supposed to like take a match and touch them with it and then they're released. But no, when Mrs. Spec was much younger, I took her home, and on the way back there was a dog in a park that was in front of my house. It was a puppy, very very small puppy. I put the dog in the car, went back to her house, got her. It was like, I don't know, it was like 12 o'clock in the morning or whatever. We took the dog into my bathroom, and there was not an inch of skin on this dog that didn't have a tick on it. And every one of them I took off, I killed it. We put it in, put it in jars and stuff. My fingers were my thumbs were bruised. Just this dog was covered. Somebody threw this little puppy away, and it was living in the park or whatever for all that time, and he turned into a really good dog.
So well, it's not bad ones though, Dean. Orgula says, you bloody bastard, like. Dean says, that's because I'm not being funny, Mexican Spectre, just because you have cute voice.
Oh, thank you. Nobody's ever said that to me.
Dean says, Barracuda, and he called himself a Christian lecturer.
This dog had so many ticks on him, just 5 in one spot, just feeding at the same thing. Because if that many ticks will cause anemia in a dog, and the dog will die. So we got him just in time. It took all night to get the ticks off of him in the shower. That was the best place to do it, because the ones You can't get all of them because some of them dropped off and then started walking up my walls, so I had to get them too. But yeah, my thumbs were hurting for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But we named him Muggs, and he turned out to be a medium-sized dog. And we lost him a couple of years ago.
Like not like a year ago.
Was it only a year ago? Oh, I think it's been longer than that. I think it's been longer than that because time has passed quickly. Because we lost her a year ago, and we didn't have him.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, because we've had the two little ones for quite some time, all by themselves. So many animals have come through here. Dean says he was a bounty hunted victim. Offly, that dog needed a sparrow to keep it company. Barry says, I think ticks anchor themselves to an animal with a barb thing, and yes, that's what they do. Yeah, but there's two types of ticks, and I don't think they're the same animal. They're the same. There's the little red ones that have the four or five four legs, six legs, something like that. The little red ones. And then there's ones that'll attach and they drink as much as they can and they'll grow into balloons. And they just keep drinking and drinking and drinking and however big they get. When you pop those, blood goes everywhere. Everywhere.
December 2024.
Okay, so it's been a year and a half. So we lost him just before her. Yeah. He had a good life here though. Because that was what 2008, 2009 we got him or something. Just before we moved here. Just before we moved here. So that would have been 2010.
Not quite.
So he lived for 14 years, 13, 14 years. No, I had him over there for a while.
No, you had more. That's what I said. Not
Yeah,
quite because
so maybe he was
still living with my mom over there.
Maybe he was 15 or 16, 15 or 16 years old when he died.
Anyway,
I'm a professional tick hunter, by the way. just a couple of decades doing it.
my calf is hurting.
But even the dogs out here, like Mancha's over there, he has hardly nothing on him. I'll scratch his head, I'll scratch his neck. If there's one there, I'll get it with my nail and kill it. But he doesn't have very many.
The chickens will help with that.
Dean says, looks a lot like Predator. Uncle Duck, ours are black and grow into balloons. Black. Ours are red, but then there's the big ones too. I don't think they're the same. They're the same thing.
They are males and females.
Is a type 2 tick a thing? I'm surprised nobody's brought up the cartoon, The Tick.
Pablo says, I still think I need to find another black or blue razor snake for a pet. They are so violently harmless.
Violently harmless.
Are those the ones that fake to be dead and they like flop over?
A snake?
Those ones are so cute. Yeah. Have you really seen that?
I don't think a snake does that.
Yeah, I'll show you.
No.
I'll show you afterwards.
We've got comments here.
Fernando says, is this TikTok?
No, not quite.
Dean says, whatever floats your flotilla.
Flotilla.
Believe says to Dean, some say Lyme disease 6 are engineered bioweapons.
That's totally possible.
Pablo says, oh, Steven, you shouldn't have. Uncle Doug says, that was funny, Steven. Fernando says, that. And Dean says, Forgotten History covers that on YouTube.
There was a house in Japan that I heard a story about that it was infested with ticks.
Oh yeah.
And then they tried everything they could to get the ticks out of the poison and everything, and they just kept coming back. They kept coming back. I guess they didn't try chickens. They ended up burning down the house because they couldn't keep the ticks out. That didn't make sense to me. There's plenty of ways to keep the ticks out. You clean around the
No,
property.
the house itself, since it was a wooden house, it
Yeah.
was infested.
Yeah. So you'd bomb it. You know, with
They
the
did.
with yes. So why didn't that work?
It didn't work.
Well, get me on there. I'll get all of them. Because in the dog's room, the roof is a stucco roof. The ceiling is stucco.
See,
So
butterfly knows.
the faking death. Oh, okay. So the ceiling in the dog's room is a stucco ceiling. So sometimes the ticks will walk up the wall and they'll stay in the little stucco up there. So I get up there with a pen or something and I stick them and I kill them up there. But I haven't seen any in a couple of years, or very few.
Dean says, my workmate has a blue AU Falcon tickfold. I comment and him. I call him and him the tick. Barracuda says, it's the captain who's a thief. Buffalo says, hognose snakes are either protected or endangered. Eastern hognose snakes, I believe. Dean says, part of the experiment got loose. That is proven.
Mm,
Dean says, but if it was a biological weapon, that is unproven.
yeah, we can just imagine. But I'm surprised there hasn't been anything here.
What do you mean? With the light
Any ticks, any fleas. The chickens can't eat everything, but I haven't seen one anywhere.
Well, they don't eat the groceries.
I mean, we only have one small dog left, and I look at him, I look at his ears. They would be in there. They would be in between his toes. There's nothing, but I guess since there's no dogs in the room, basically, because he doesn't sleep in there anymore, there's no targets to come to. So there's no reason for them to be in the room. Spiders have taken over now.
Pablo says, looks up at the bunch of red dots in the ceiling. I know.
Could be.
Fergus says, do you have a daddy long legs in Mexico? I don't think so.
We have spiders that have long legs, but I don't think they're that exact spider.
No, I don't think so. We have the what are they called? The brown ones. What are they called? The brown
recluse.
Brown recluse. Brown recluse.
I've seen black widows here,
Black widows.
But they have to go right away. I don't let them stick around.
No. And we have.
If I do a video of all the spiders in the house, I'm gonna lose subscribers.
No way.
Because one time I took a picture of the big spider on the wall, like the one I put outside. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
And I posted on Instagram, and they're like, "Burn the house down."
No, but that's like a regular answer.
Yeah, because they don't want to see spiders. They don't want to be anywhere around spiders. They burn the house down.
He says something. My best friend is partly related to the Maori Ori from Pitcairn. I can't pronounce that word. I'm sorry.
Pitcairn.
Papa says the 7 dust used for the chicken works on the dog too. Kills all the bugs. 7 dust? You mean like I have what is it called? I have what is it called? It's like a bunch of shellfish crushed, but it's like something earth.
Diatomaceous earth.
Diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth. Means some funky stuff went on down there, right? It says Maori Ori with blue eyes.
See, this Chevy Carryall looks a bit shorter than the other one, and it doesn't look as good as the blue one to customize and all that. It is cleaner though. It's much cleaner.
Says, well, then there's the huntsman spiders from Australia. Huge. Yeah, I've seen
spiders
those.
Here are pretty big for a spider.
Not like the huntsman spider.
Well, no, that's on a different continent. They can keep them there.
Yeah. No, our spiders are not as big as the huntsman spider. I think the bigger spider that we have is the tarantula. I think that's the biggest one that we have. The tarantula is pretty much. I think that's.
Yesterday, I was out in the backyard looking up at our tree, in the tree in the backyard, and I was thinking, we got to cut these branches and stuff. So I look up, and there's a bright green iguana, small baby, sitting on one of the branches looking at me. It's gonna grow and grow unless the chickens kill it and eat it.
Or anything else.
Well, he's pretty high up.
Well, it's not gonna stay there. He wasn't there today.
He wasn't?
No.
He must have moved.
Obviously.
Overnight or whatever. But yeah, that green really stands out against the dark green of the leaves. So he's not hidden. That last car had a baseball sticker in the back window. World of Woodchip is here. I had a fishing spider in my barn for 2 years. She got to be huge. Her name was Peoria.
I want them.
You named your spiders?
Dean says like some kind of alien hybrid invasion. Afla says, well, then there's the 124 still huge. Barracuda says, I don't think I'd like to live on Pitcairn Island. Afla says, the automation's Earth works too. Yeah. Josh Homan says that last car had a baseball sticker on the back window. World of Woodchip is here.
Yes.
And I had a fishing spider in my barn for 2 years. She got to be huge. Her name was Peoria. Oh, cool. Uncle Doug says the roof beams are not aligned. Looks dicey. Dean says
custom made.
Dean says Hugh Clark from Contract Cultivation had family on Pitcairn Island, but he wasn't a weirdo. Josh Holman says pretty nice truck.
Pretty clean for a work truck.
Regula says the Huntsman is harmless though. I don't
care. Not to its prey.
I don't care that it's harmless. It's huge. Tribble says I got bitten by a black widow spider while I was sleeping. Oh.
What was the result of that? Did you go to the hospital or did you just, handle the pain?
Oh no. Abla says the yellow-black garden spiders are too pretty to kill, and they stay put since they are orb weavers. Ooh. We once saw a spider here that had it was a small fat spider, and it had on its stomach it had like white spikes on it. Remember that one spider? It was on by the tree, and I had you put like a cardboard to take a picture of it. It was really cool. I have no idea what kind of spider that was. But it says they can get huge. Yeah.
I don't see many spiders over by where the chickens are roosting. So
not anymore. No. Regula says I bet the fishing is good there. Roller Worship says went to sleep looking up at Aperia on the ceiling many times. Dean Stevens says World of Woodchip. She sounded
Purdy. It has to be Purdy.
Okay. Let's go with Purdy.
Yeah, there's one under my desk, but she's scared of the light. She doesn't come out usually. I just hope they're getting the flies and everything else. I don't know what she's eating under there, but I've seen the mosquitoes here land on the webs and then just push off and fly away like it doesn't even affect them. So, and they're the ones I want eaten by the spiders. In the bathroom, there's usually 4 or 5 spiders in the shower up high, to catch the flying things that are in there. I probably shouldn't say this, but there's one right behind the toilet.
I've seen it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
I've seen it.
But they don't come out to bother us, so.
So it says, I don't go to the hospital for nothing. I got sick and it left a scar on the side of my face for 2 or 3 years.
How was the pain, though? Did it create a lot of pain? Because it probably would.
This says, so the mosquitoes throw spiders down there.
Yes, they do.
Basically.
We have a lot of cobwebs around because we don't really clean that stuff. And like in the dog's room, I have what kind of board is that on the wall?
Pegboard?
Yeah, the pegboard I have some, model cars hanging from it, like Johnny Lightning and stuff. And the spiders have covered all of that stuff with cobwebs. And I watch them land on it and just push off. It doesn't do anything to them.
It says, our 1965 Mercury Marauder hardtop had black widows in it. With the standard fumigation killed them pretty quick. I did Harborside Transitional Authority for MPI. Barcola says, I have Clark ancestry without the K.
Spiders don't bother me at all. Even though I had a nightmare about it. I wouldn't call it a nightmare. It's just a dream about them the other night on Friday night.
Trouble says, I don't remember it being exceptionally painful.
No? I thought that's what the problem was with Black Widows. They don't like men, obviously, Stray Bullet. It's in their name. Praying mantises don't either.
Fireplace says, okay, time for bed. Good night, all.
Good night, Vilefly. Thanks for being here. We're almost done here, too. There's 69 pictures left. 69.
Stop it. What kind of child are you?
Dean, I went to school with Hughes. Hughes' daughter, Julie Clark. Great fun, very smart.
Well, what you said, some of them are really cute and they cut down the riffraff.
Cut down on the riffraff. We still have flying things in our house with so many spiders we have. There's still flies flying around and all kinds of stuff flying around.
Well, what you says, talk about your win-win. Dean says, a line of E, a line of case. It's all good, Virgo. Virgo says, I don't think spiders know that they look scary.
They don't look scary. They just are who they are. I don't want them crawling on me, but as long as they stay in their web, they're fine. There are smaller ones that just run along the wall. I don't know what they're looking for, but they're fine.
They're looking for those are the ones that eat flies.
They flies and ants or whatever running on the walls.
Yeah, they don't make a web.
I just cleaned a web in the corner of the shower that had, I guess they were ants or whatever in the web, just a whole bunch of them. So it's doing its job, but I think the spider died. So I cleaned the cobweb out for the next one to be able to move into that position. I mean, we don't charge them rent, but if they don't do their job, they get evicted.
Margaret says, I'm of the Waitati Clarks.
Dean says, yet they can blow 5 kinds of silk out their asses. Yet they don't know they look scary. So you're telling us, Barry, that your name is Barry Clark? Is that what you're saying? Or it could be Kuda Clark.
Double says, where does all of that silk come from? They're dummies.
It's got to be processed from whatever they eat.
Dean says, first frozen goods, Clark, good stuff. Bless you.
Thank you. Must be some dust in here or something. Where'd the cat go? Danny's waiting for us to get done.
That's a sign. He says his last name isn't Clark.
Okay, we'll announce. His last name is not Clark. But he's from the Clark family. That's what he said up there. If we let you talk long enough, Barry, you'll tell us all your secrets.
Because the spiders are stirring up dust. He says we'd have to send the men in black if we kept talking. Roman says clearly seeing out of the car wasn't his driver's priority.
No. I only put this one in here for Buff. I sent him the pictures on Instagram. He hasn't answered. Somebody made it into a pickup truck. A Cavalier into a pickup truck.
Cordella says Barry Clark sounds like a nerd.
Is that a bad thing, Barry? I thought nerds were cool now.
Dean says John Clark sounds quite cool. Yep.
Oh, don't Those are classic car license plates on that Cavalier turned into a truck. Oh my God. Whoever had approved that got screwed. Aren't they? That's a classic car license plate on there
I think
in
so.
Estado de Mexico. That thing cannot have classic. It has to be 80% original. Maybe he got them before he ripped the roof off of it. Kind of weird. So in case you guys didn't notice, and this is not asking for anything, but my channel can now accept memberships and what are the other ones? Super chats. So just so you know, I got the 3,000 watch hours, and then they reviewed my channel, and I guess I passed. They don't find anything objectionable about my videos. So now we're working on trying to get the 4,000 to be able to put ads on there, I guess. So we're gonna bug you with ads so we could earn pennies. So now that I read the thing, you know, the last one they gave us $30. It's $100 before they send us anything, not 10. So or the equivalent of that in pesos.
Cool. Cool.
Because I thought it was $10, and then I go in there and they're still saying you don't have enough money to put your information. What I'm worried about is the process is they send a letter out by mail to the address, and you have to put in a code that comes in the letter within 40 days.
How's that gonna work?
Exactly. It ain't gonna get here in 40 days.
No.
No.
That's what it says. That's the smartest tale that I've ever seen. Dean says spread drag. Spread dag. Marcus says, Dean, have you seen the movie Death in Brunswick with John Clark and Sam Neill? Dean says, excellent because of my awesome social media score. YouTube trusts YouTube.
Yeah, thank you for your support, Dean.
How about?
It's only been 5 years getting to this point. I think I've been on for 5 years, doing videos and videos and videos. I gotta start doing longer videos though.
And more videos.
Yeah. Dean says Cheryl says she's seen it when Video Easy was a thing. So they didn't find anything objectionable about my channel. I wonder if I should be worried about that.
I want to take a picture of you.
Why? You're the one that doesn't like it. Why would you want a picture?
I want to take a picture.
Why would you want a picture?
Dean says Cheryl says she's seen it in Video Easy was the same. Regula says Cheryl.
It must be a local thing.
Dean says, is your still fine looks as expected?
Well, she cut my hair tonight. I shaved off my beard, but I left my porn stash.
Stop calling it that.
So she doesn't like it when I only have a mustache on. It's coming off tomorrow though, one way or t'other.
There was this video of the neighbor chickens acting foolish. And says, Mrs. Sexy, would I lie to you, Barry? Oh.
Would I lie to you?
Sorry.
This one has a trip computer in it. Top of the line. Too bad it's an automatic. Nice color, but automatic. The next one is better. The next one is prettier and has a 5-speed in it.
I want to take a shower.
Too cold. Believe says, I haven't shaved off my beard. Emmy says she doesn't know if it will be ticklish or not. It is ticklish.
If you take care of it, it will be ticklish. If not, it will be like kissing a broom.
Or a Brillo pad.
Yeah. Dean says to Dan and Dean Stevenson.
Dan's not here.
Wasn't he?
Dan E. Boydster and Dean Stevenson are keeping the Ron Jeremy mullet alive. It's okay, Mrs. Mexican Spec. Nice haircut.
He does look nice. His haircut came out really nice today.
This is a nicer car and it's a 5-speed. So who wants it?
2.1 liter V6 5-speed manual. Is that the license plate, the all car license plate?
Yes.
Ooh. Because some Dutch people I knew call me Beery. You want the sun?
No, but I'm gonna call her after this. I don't care if she's in bed. I'm gonna call her because I need the answer.
¿Y Christian?
He didn't answer me.
Chingada.
He's probably playing video games.
Llámale.
Hmm?
Llámale también. Why are you wearing my shorts?
They're mine.
But I like to wear them.
That's not relevant. You never knew a two-door old Sierra could look so good, did you? Nobody did, except the people in Mexico.
Are we taking jackets?
I don't know.
Because it's gonna be cold on the bus.
Is it?
Yes. It is gonna be cold on the bus.
Why are people sending me messages?
Who's sending you messages?
I don't know. Somebody sent me a message on the.
Dean says, "Thou shalt not mar the corners of thy head." That's why Mexican Spectre looks like this.
I do have a reputation of being a green square. I didn't choose the color though, Dean. I would not have chosen green, because that has a bad connotation.
What? Oh.
Greenies. I don't want to be mixed up with them.
What's a greenie?
They'll protect trees before humans.
I thought you meant gringos.
No. Gringos is not a color. Green is a color.
Yeah.
Yeah, the green people.
Stop! Guys, tell him to stop. He's messing with me.
Would I mess with you?
Yes, you would. 100%.
No, I wouldn't.
100%.
For my other client, I found a beautiful Volkswagen Ormiga, which was only 4 hours from here in Mazatlan. Black. He has a Volkswagen Beetle panel truck in black. He has a Combi lowered in black. He has a Brasilia in black, and he has the Ormiga. And then I asked him to send me the copies of the paperwork, and he has papers from a court plus a factura from later from another dealership, and nobody in the U.S. will accept that as ownership documents. So I had to tell him, sorry, I can't do it.
Uncle Les is 300. Barguda says, I like the cut of your jib. Expect.
I like the cut of my jib too.
What's jib?
You're gonna have to look up that saying. Cut of your jib.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many cars here I would like to walk out my front door and see sitting in front of my house. But then again, as long as the chickens are here, they destroy the paint on the cars.
We didn't start in the black car.
No, we didn't have time.
Says you stand on the Alsatian is commendable, big dog. Isn't Alsatian Germany?
I don't know what an Alsatian is.
I think so. I think it's Germany. I think it's either Germany or specifically the German Shepherd. Isn't it, Dean? Can you correct me on that?
And we're back at the start of the cars again.
Because I've heard it talked about specifically use that word for when it's used for to talk about German Shepherds. So I'm not sure if it's German Shepherds or Germany.
I don't know. I guess we're waiting for Dean. So, yeah, I think it's time to have a little snack.
What snack? Are you gonna have a snack?
I don't know what's in there. I don't know.
You're gonna have a snack? I have tortillas
Yeah,
and cheese.
I don't eat cheese.
I have tuna.
I can you can put American cheese in tortillas. That's okay. Pit bulls.
Pitbull lover here. Yay!
I don't like any purebreds. I like mutts. They're smarter. They're better. They're more loyal. They appreciate what you do for them. That's all I've ever had, except for Blanquita, which was a white Western something terrier. She was a purebred terrier, but she was also a street dog.
Dean says Liz Van Willie's family called me lots of funny names, like Dirt, Dirty Dean, but they put up with me because I bought all their fish and chips.
Thank you, Uncle Duck. We appreciate that. It should be fine. You know, the truck is in good condition, and we're gonna do a few repairs before we go. The tires are good. Well, we're not gonna rush out of Guadalajara. We're gonna make sure everything's done right because we have the whole weekend to get down south. So we want to make sure. And if we happen to stay in the hotel in Guadalajara 2 days, that means we get two breakfast buffets. And I'm not going to complain about that.
Nope.
Nope.
Never mind. So what it says, all of them?
And I'm going to eat enough to make it worth it.
And we can eat enough to make it worth it.
Yeah. I'm going to eat all of the jello they put out.
I'm gonna eat all of the
Watermelon.
I was gonna say strawberry.
Problem is, as soon as we eat, we go back to the room, do what we need to do, and then we leave. And eating all that watermelon, you're gonna need a bathroom soon after that.
Yeah. Uncle Luke says, "Is the people encounters more than mechanicals?" Dean says,
Oh yes, yeah,
"Well, the
you're right.
lion's share. I like fries with that." Dean, answer my question.
In Guadalajara, Uncle Duck, I have friends. We know the area. It's the highway that we don't know because we're not going to take the same route that we took last time. I'm gonna show Mrs. Spec the route, and I'm gonna have her plan it out, and we're gonna avoid the road that we went on last time. And we're not gonna pull into Puebla again. I didn't like that place. There was nothing attractive about it. There was nothing I liked about it.
Dean says German Shepherd. Alsatians is German Shepherd.
Okay, well then that's two names I don't want in the house.
La chingada. Para says, what's the best fish and chip shop in the indices? I said that correctly.
Yes. Don't you call them something else? They call it fish and chip in England. Do you have to call it the same?
Chevrolet says, I like the breakfast buffet Danish.
Neither of us eat the bread there. I can't.
Uncle Doug says, good planning. I respect that. Brando says, had the best halibut and chips I've had here at the Sea Hag.
Well, Uncle Duck, it wasn't really my plan because I told the customs agent in Veracruz that we were going to be there on Friday. She says, "Oh, I'm going to be in Mexico City on Friday visiting our representative of the shipping company, but I'll be there on Monday." I said, "Okay, then that gives us the whole weekend to get there without having to race down there."
Wait, so it's not going to be the 8th?
Huh?
So it's not going to be the 8th?
The what?
The 8th.
The 8th.
We're not going to get there on the 8th.
No.
Ah. No, she asked me. And I said yes.
No.
Oh.
The 10th is Sunday.
Well, yeah, I knew. You changed the plans with me.
The 8th is Friday. And she said she's not going to be in the office.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me that.
I explained that to you.
Yeah, but now
I better talk to her. I'm going to tell her because she said she's not going to be there. She could have one of the other people do it.
Yeah, that's what you told me.
So no.
It says on the waffles that you cook yourself. Oh, I haven't had waffles in so long.
Do they? Well, if they have waffles on the buffet, they'll give them to you. But there's a guy that'll make any of the eggs you want, and he'll make omelets or scrambled or whatever, and put all the ingredients in there, anything you want, as many as you want. And then of course they have all the salsas right next to it that you could fill your plate with all of that stuff too. So nobody walks out of that buffet hungry.
Dean says,
and it's included with the price of the room.
Dean says, and Kilda takeaways and formerly the Golden Book at Mormington. Dean says, Bacon Butty Station.
See, we have 2 of us stay in the room, and the room is about 1,800 pesos, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 1,800 pesos. Let's figure that's a little over $100 for the room. And then if you bought the buffet separately, it's like 300 to 350 pesos each person. So you take the 700 off that price, and the room is like 1,100 pesos, and then you have the buffet in the morning, the breakfast buffet. So it's well worth it, and it's a nice room.
Regula says, I used to like the Golden Sun near the museum. That was long ago.
I think we're done here.
Okay, ow.
They're talking about fish and chips, so I think we're done. Well, good night, everybody. We'll be seeing you soon on the road.
Yes.
And if everything goes right, maybe I'll post something on my community page to verify that what we're gonna do and how we're gonna do it. So, okay. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.